Hello everyone and welcome back. Now today you join me in the evening. It is 23:46 currently, so quarter to midnight. And in today's video we're going to discuss night riding. And the whole reason why I'm doing this video is that it got me thinking. At the moment the UK is going through this massive heat wave. 30 plus degrees every single day, no breeze or anything like that. So riding during the day currently is quite an unpleasant experience, especially if you're wearing all your leathers and you've got all this hot air blowing through the radiator onto your legs. Yeah, it's not very nice at the moment. So the only chance you're actually going to get out and ride and actually enjoy the ride is either late in the evening like I'm doing right now or early in the morning. And it kind of got me thinking about the difference between riding during the day and riding during the night. And there are a few things that you're going to want to look out for. But anyway, let's get to it. Alrighty, so obviously this evening we are on the Kawasaki ZZR 1400, the love of my life, as you guys are probably already aware. And yeah, she's an awesome machine, but the ride isn't going to be about her today. It is going to be about the road in the dark. And I mean, I would have gone out a little bit later, but I suppose it doesn't really matter because today isn't quite as isn't quite as warm as it has been. So I thought it was a good opportunity to get out a little bit earlier. I mean, I don't know if you guys actually, or how many of you go out riding during the night, but for those of you that are younger riders, there are a few things that you're probably going to want to look out for, and it's not like as if you're going to be riding all too differently to what you would normally do during the day. But I don't know, I personally have made a few mistakes riding at night, which I don't think I would have done if I was riding during the day, mainly because of the lighting conditions. But yeah, we will get to that in a moment, because around here there are, well, around where I'm at currently, the roads are quite well lit, so it's not something you really have to worry about. Like right now, your eyes are going to adjust pretty quick to the environment. So this part is fairly straightforward. And I mean, well, I suppose a few things that you will have to be on the lookout for if you're riding in the winter is things like black ice on the road. In the night time you're not going to see it, even if the road is well lit, so keep that in mind. Black ice can be absolutely deadly, and the biggest problem with black ice is it doesn't take that much cold weather to start forming black ice, which is a bit of a shame, because a lot of the time, yeah, it's cold when you're going out and riding in the winter, but it's not that cold. It's bearable, especially if you've got heated grips. So it's a little bit annoying, that. It's just another thing that you have to look out for. And I suppose this only really applies in the northern hemisphere. For those of you lucky dogs living in the southern hemisphere, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, well, I suppose New Zealand to some extent as well, this would apply to you, because you guys get some quite harsh winters, I believe. I'm not sure. Hey, anyone living in New Zealand watching this video, let us know in the comments about what your riding experience is over there during the winter. But for the most part, in the southern hemisphere, you're not going to have too much of a problem in this regard. And whilst we are talking about winter, another annoying thing is bloody keeping your bike clean. I mean, I assume that this is the same in a lot of northern hemisphere countries, where they will put salt and grit all over the roads to stop them from forming ice so easily. And yeah, it certainly helps with the ice problem, but God, it does some awful damage to anything on it, whether that be a car or a motorcycle or a lorry. So if you want to look after your motorcycle and you're riding it in the winter, I would recommend giving it a wash maybe once every few days. And you don't even have to wash it properly. Just get a power washer and just rinse it all off. Rinse off all of that salt. There are some people that will do it every day, which obviously is more recommended because less chance of that corrosion happening even further. So yeah, if you want to do that every day, then yeah, of course, go for it. But anyway, so now we've reached a road where there are no lights to speak of. And it's this kind of riding that can get a bit scary. So the speed limit down here is 50 miles an hour. I'm going to stick to 50. Now look, you can look at road signs and things like chevrons are really going to help you out, but they're not going to tell you exactly how sharp a bend is. Now look, you look at how dark this is right now. It's very, very difficult to see too far into the future. And this is a motorcycle with really good headlights. Not many motorcycles, at least any that I've ridden, have not got as good a set of lights as these ones. Like if I put my 4-beam on, it's just as good as a car's lighting. That is quite rare, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, it's quite rare indeed. But of course, the annoying thing is yeah, as soon as you see a car, is you have to turn your full beam off. But yeah, try and make use of that full beam if you can. I know that there are some riders out there, I mean, or at least I've seen videos where they'll run with full beam on all the time, mainly to keep themselves in the sights of drivers, so they're not pulling out in front of them as much and things because they're seeing the lights and what have you. There we go. So let's turn on the full beam again. You can see that difference, or hopefully you can. If I turn the lights off, yeah, pretty much pitch black, really difficult to see. You turn them on and solve my problem. But like I said, this is very rare for motorcycles where you can actually have a decent full beam. I tell you what, one thing that you might find on your bike is if I turn off the full beam right now, your full beam might actually look like this. So it's one thing to really think about if you're going to go out on a night ride. The main two things is just stay aware. Like look, I slowed down right a lot there, and even though this road is 50 miles an hour, I slowed down quite a bit, even though there weren't any chevron signs telling me that the bend is sharp. So here we go, slowing down again. You can certainly have fun on certain roads, but they have to be well lit. And I mean, on this particular road, even during the day, I've overshot bends on this road before. So there you go, look there. If I was going a little bit faster then, I might have been in a bit of trouble. Anyway, let's turn on these full beams again. Make it just a little bit easier. Now look, now I can have some fun. Now I can power through the corners. Now we're having some fun. But if your full beams are not as good as this, and for the most part they won't be, then yeah, you won't be able to have fun on roads like these. You'll just have to kind of grin and bear it, unfortunately. Especially on these country roads here in the UK, because they're, for the most part, they're either 50 or national speed limit, so you can go pretty damn fast on roads like these. There you go, I'm slowing down there again. Even though I got my full beam on, I'm still slowing down at the bends, just to make sure that I'm going to make the bend. I've seen so many videos on YouTube and on Facebook riders are out riding at night, and yeah, they hit a bend way too fast. Here we go, here's some chevrons. See that sign there, that chevron sign right there? That means it's a sharp bend. So that means you should slow down. See, look at that, there you go. I really had to slow down there on that particular bend. And that's what chevrons are there for. So if you didn't know what chevrons meant, because you don't see them on every bend. You see them only on occasional bends. And when it's like that, then yeah, you know you're going to have to brake pretty hard before going into the corner. Especially at this kind of night, or this kind of light rather. Now, I'm about to go into a little town here. Here we go. And the lighting conditions are going to be a hell of a lot better than what they were just now, and hopefully you'll see the difference between what we're doing right now and what the lighting conditions are like in sort of city environments. And I don't want to make this video boring, because a lot of this stuff is going to be obvious to you riders that have got some level of experience riding out in the night. But of course, younger riders might not necessarily know about all this, and they might not have even had the experience of driving a car just yet. So it's something I want you younger riders to be aware of, as it can be quite daunting. It can be quite a scary experience as well. So I'd recommend for the first few nights that you go out on your own in the night, riding on roads like these, just take it easy. If you got any cars behind you that are trying to overtake you, well, let them. Try and pull into one side, let them get past you if they want. Or better yet, you can use their lights. Use their lights to guide you the way. See, already now that the lighting conditions are well enough that I can see pretty much all that I need to see up ahead. Is that guy drunk? I think he might have been drunk. He didn't seem to know where he was or what he was doing. Yeah, so here we go. We're in a little town where everything is all nice and well lit. And this isn't going to be a problem for you. The thing is that all these roads might be familiar to you. If you're out riding during the day all the time, you take the same routes, they're going to look familiar, but they're not going to be exactly the same. At least they're not going to be as they were when you were taking the trip during the day. So yeah, it can be quite a different experience. Honestly, I'm not lying to you. Riding during the night can be difficult, especially the first few times you do it. And I suppose that even when you do get used to the roads at night, that's probably when it's going to be even more dangerous, because you're going to try pushing yourself around those sorts of roads harder and faster, and that's when you're going to get yourself in trouble, because you're all confident. You're confident in the route, you think you know exactly what the route is like and what you have to do and when you have to do it, when you have to brake hard, when you have to turn and stuff. I can guarantee you that a bend during the day is going to look a lot further away or a lot closer to you than it does at night. So it's going to be difficult to predict all the bends and stuff. Or potholes like that, for example. Bloody hell, that was awful. Made my suspension jump up in the air then, and he, well, kind of jumped my back wheel up. Yeah, a little bit annoying there. It's quite funny because right now, you know, I'm out riding at midnight on this loud ass motorcycle. But everyone's just looking at you like, you moron. Which I kind of get. None of these locals here would appreciate these loud machines. Alright. Things like those kinds of speed bumps as well, or speed bumps in general, you're not necessarily going to see. Here's another one coming up now, even though they're well lit, or the road is well lit rather. You might struggle to see them because the paint might be worn on them or something like that, so they might not be as visible as they would normally be during the day. Those ones are okay, the paint is still okay on those ones. What's this guy doing? He wanted a rev. He either wanted a rev or he wanted a wheelie. Sorry, I'm not doing a wheelie on this road. No way. I'm sure I woke up a few of the locals just then. Oh dear, how juvenile. That's the thing though, when you've got people egging you on, you know, you kind of want to do it. Yeah, a few drunk people about. And it's early, they peaked early. That is funny. Here you go, look, right, this is a roundabout. Can you believe that? There's a roundabout right here. Can you see that? Did you see that roundabout? I'll turn around with the full beam on so you can actually get a good old look. I'll go around the roundabout again. Well, I do want to get out of this road quick because I'm on a hill right there. But look, there you go. That's a roundabout. Look how dark it is. Okay, look, I'll stop here. Look, I'll stop here. I'll turn the full beam off. There you go. Ready? Yeah, that's insane. I even knew the roundabout was here, but that is still shocking. Anyway, let's see if we can get down this road with full beam on, shall we? Ah! Oh man, that experience, oh, it's so thrilling. Oh. 210 horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. Does not get old. Oh wow. They've literally closed off that entire crossroads. Holy man, okay, that was me thinking that, yeah, that's the way home, but nope. Alright, fair enough. Alright guys, well anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Try and find a way home. Hopefully I do in the next sort of half an hour or so. It's getting close to midnight now. Yeah, want to get home, maybe have some ice cream, some Ben & Jerry's before going to bed. Anyway guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative and I hope it hasn't been boring or what have you. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, whether or not you have any recommendations for newer riders or younger riders, people that haven't had much experience riding out at night. Please make sure to give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. If you want us to keep making more of this kind of content, then hey, let us know. Hit us up in the comments. If you have any feedback, let us know. But yeah, we really appreciate your support, guys. For those of you that have subscribed, for those of you that have liked and engaged with the content, thank you ever so much. We really appreciate it. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Woo!